What is up, peeps? It's Following TCG, and I'm talking you back to another YouTube video. And today we're going to be doing something a little different. You can already tell that by the title already. But we are going to be bringing back a series that you probably never knew existed. And it is Pack a Match. This is something I did a few months ago before a lot of you started actually coming along to this channel. And I just want to bring it back just to add a bit more variety to the content. Basically, with this channel being so about deck builds and creating crazy wacky decks and meta decks and, you know, rogue decks, stuff like that, I thought it'd be really good to make a series. This was back then. I thought it'd be really good to make a series where we challenge ourselves to build a deck and then see what we can do. So the whole point of Pack a Match is very simple. We open a pack, and the rare card we get in there, we have to use 4 of in a deck and build the deck around that particular card. And I'm fully aware that, you know, we could get things like Steven's Resolve, because that's a rare. Obviously not in this pack, but basically there are rare trainers. So if we do pull a rare trainer, we still have to play the 4, but we can just play it in pretty much any deck we want. But with that said, that's pretty much the rule. So let's open a pack and see what we get and what we're going to be building our deck around. Hopefully it's something pretty interesting and also very new, because I'd love to really go in on this. So Fortress, I mean, luckily I actually already did build a deck with Fortress a short moment ago. So what I'll do is I'll just use that particular deck. If I search it here, I believe I made a Fortress deck. If not, then let's go Fortress or 4. Yeah, so I did make a Fortress deck. So this is the list. I was going to upload this to the channel, but I just wasn't a fan of it. Primarily because Fortress is just not as good as other spread Pokemon, because basically Fortress is spread. I think it's flip a coin, something does 20 damage. Let's just find this thing. It's just been sitting in my pile of like hundreds of decks that's just here. If I can just go in the alphabetical order, there we go. So let's Fortress do again. Flip 3 coins, 10 damage for each heads to each of your opponent's Pokemon. So pretty cool. And then it has Lost Blast, which is 190, and then you just throw it into the Lost Zone. So I mean, it's got something to it. I just never really found it that great. You could play it with the likes of Metal Frying Pan and stuff like that, which I don't know if I do in this particular list. But I guess it's kind of a benefit that we managed to actually pack the Fortress, because we've already built a deck around it. But in the future, if there's a deck we haven't built, of course, we'll show some footage of me building a particular deck with the Fortress. So I don't mind starting the Victini, especially with an escape board here. Now, this deck is quite old, so I don't know how it particularly functions. I might have built it just very terribly, considering all things. Let's get a Pineco down, and let's get also another Pineco down. This is, of course, a Shrine deck, but it looks like we're playing Coco something, so I'm not too keen on Shrine right now, because this might be a spread deck that we're playing against. Another energy, no big deal. Let's get the Lily here for 6 cards and see what we get. So we get another Ranguru, which is not really that important. I'm going to retreat into this Pineco, because basically it's a single energy attacking deck. We don't need to worry about stuff going down. I think we're just going to hold it. Yeah, I'm just going to use these Ultra Balls to get the Fortresses out. And we will go from there. I'm really excited to actually go back into this deck, because I looked at Fortress and I was like, hang on, that can be good. Wait, what did they attach? Dark. Okay. So we have Lugia-GX, which is, or is it the Retaliate one? Okay. I was about to say, I think the Retaliate Umbreon is better. It's a single energy. If a Pokemon's been KO'd, you could just hit for 120. Pretty good in some circumstances. With that said, though, they do have Shadow Bullet, which is pretty much the same as Glaceon's Frost Bullet, but they get the damage buff here of Devoured Field. But other than that, it's not really that great a Pokemon. I'm going to be honest. Okie so I'm going to Ultra Ball away the Ranguru and the energy and get myself a Fortress. There we go. Let's bring you downtown, buddy. There we go. I'm actually going to throw a Choice Band here onto this Fortress. And I don't want to Ultra Ball away that Rescue Stretcher, because I think I only play 1, if I remember correctly. So I don't want to throw that away. See, Tate Liza. I'm not a fan of Tate Liza, so I don't know why I did that. Oh, yeah, we played Delmise. Of course we played Delmise. So Fauna Eruption here. If we get... Wow, 3 tails. Would I like to flip again? Yes, please. Is exactly why I threw Victini. No, don't do this. Oh, my God. This is why I didn't play it. Oh, my God. Oh, that's so annoying. That is so annoying. Oh, that's a bit tough. That's a bit tough. But you know what? We got to live with it. Oh, so this is a hit and run? Is it a hit and run? That's kind of cool. Oh, what are they doing? Discard 2 energy from your opponent's Pokemon. I mean, sure. I don't mind. We've got energy. We are good. We are good. Let's just attach the energy here and go for the Cynthia. See, now I regret not putting the choice band on that, but I thought I would have to Guzma to get that thing out, but apparently not. Let's get rid of the Nespal. Yeah. And the Guzma. And let's get... We could get another Delmise, but that's just really pushing it. Do we have the draw support? We have a Cynthia. So I guess we could get another Delmise just to... Yeah, let's just have some fun. I mean, we got Cynthia. We have a way out if we get into any trouble. So come on. Give me some heads. Don't tails me 3 times again. Okay, that's fine. I will take it. But let's flip again. No, I'll take it. That's a... What's that? 50, 40 damage to you? Yeah, 20 to the bench for a single energy. I mean, that's pretty cool. I kind of like that. That's what I thought was good about Thorotris. And having that option for like a massive big attack, if you really want to, is also pretty neat. And that's why I do play Registeel in this deck, is because if we really need, you know, if we're really struggling, we can go with some Lost Blast attacks and go down that road. Although you've got to be careful because you are throwing your main attacker into the Lost Zone, so it's a bit iffy. But that's why I play 4-4, I believe, in this deck. If I didn't, then I'm kind of an idiot, if anything. So they're going to go for Gladion here. I wonder what they're pulling out. So they do play the Retaliate Umbreon. Okay. But I thought this deck was going to be like a hit and run, where they just strafe and all that jazz, but nope. I mean, there's no really good cards to hit and run with, if you know what I'm saying. Before there was Wobbuffet, where you'd attack, go to bench, Wobbuffet locks off abilities. It's kind of like, that's a good way to hit and run, but other than that, there's no other real route. Okay, so we're going to drop another Pineco, that's cool. And then we'll hopefully pull off a Fortress from this Oranguru. We don't. No, Cynthia. No, Tantalizer me. Okay, so I think we play Tantalizer for retreat, but we have the thingy. The skateboard on the thingy. So, like, why? I don't know. Let's see if we pull off all heads here. No. No, we don't. Did you flip again? Are we going to do it? We're going to flip again. We're going to flip again. We're going to go for it. Come on. Okay, 1, 2. Oh, quality. We've at 80 damage plus spread. Good stuff. Good stuff. And we haven't even hit a shrine yet. Haven't even hit a shrine of punishment. So that's pretty cool. I'm kind of happy with that. If I don't play Metal Frying Pan, what am I doing with my life? Like, you've got to do that in this deck, man. You've got to do that. Another Gladion. Wow. This person likes Gladion. Why am I checking the discard pile? Gladion goes into the prizes. I mean, it's kind of cool because it's look at 6 cards and get what you want, but it's always the same amount of cards, so you might not need anything there. Shadow Bullet again, so they are KOing that. See, this is the thing. They're just going to Shadow Bullet, Shadow Bullet, Shadow Bullet, and it's just, that's it. All right, I'm not going to be stupid and actually promote the Pineco. I'm going to promote the Victini that has free retreat, which would be a good idea. Let's Nestball for Registeel. Let's do that. Let's throw a skateboard onto just a Delmise. I mean, I know it doesn't really do much, but we have nowhere else really to put it. So we've got another Fortress. Good news. And yeah, I want to get my Fortresses back in. Here we go. So let's get these bad boys in. That's kind of a pain that we don't get the Pinecos, the same amount of Pinecos and Fortresses back. But you know what? That's just where we're at. Let's see what we hit here. So, Tails, Tails, Tails. Yeah, flip again. So my luck's been terrible, but Victini, can you help? Woo! Don't scare me like that, man. Jeez. Jesus. Wow, that's kind of scary. I mean, the odds of you doing like no damage is so minimal, unless you actually get what I got at the very start. But the odds of you doing no damage is very minimal. I think I really should be playing a Metal Frying Pan, and I don't know why I'm not. Maybe I was going for a more aggressive route, but I don't know. You're seeing these things drop like fries? Yeah, drop like fries, drop like flies. This Umbreon we need to take down. I think we're going to Guzma. If they don't KO this thing, which they, well, obviously they're going to. But I would have liked to KO that. if anything. Rather than KOing the Umbreon GX, because they can just retaliate for 120, which would be what they want. So, I'm not too sure if I'm going to be real. If I'm going to be real with you. But I really do wish there was some sort of decent strafe Pokemon that you... not strafe, so a decent hit and run Pokemon that you could use, like the Wobbuffet before. I'm trying to think. I mean, I guess Slacking would be. So maybe we could try and make an Umbreon Slacking deck, but that's really rough. Plus, retreating the Slacking is really... No, that's not really going to work. If we're going to be real about things. But I think there are some cards that when they sit in the active, they give you a bonus with their ability. But I don't know if it's something like shutting off abilities. I'm not too sure, to be honest. But I think Slacking could be a good one, but getting it out the active would be a bit rough. Obviously, I think the best hit and run deck there is right now is Shintaro's list, because that is technically hit and run, because you use this Haze Slash to run into the deck and then promote something like a... Okay, they're going for the Victini now. Right, we need an energy. We need an energy now. That's for certain. Okie dokie. So I'm thinking of what we should do, but I'm just going to have to go like this. I don't like getting rid of my Guzmas, but I kind of have to. So let's bring Pineco back in. And we're going to KO this Umbreon. Unfortunately, that's going to activate the Retaliate attack, but I'm fine with that since we can get the KO next turn. So is it attached? It's one of your bench. Okay, I thought I was going to say one of your steel, one of your metal bench Pokemon, which would have been a bit of a pain. Let's get a secret rare, of course. And let's throw that here. So that way we can follow up with a Fortress next turn, which is good. No Shrine of Punishment. Maybe I'm not playing Shrine. Or I'm just like getting really unlucky and not finding one at all. Which I think it must be the latter, because it looks like I'm trying not to play Tapu Lele here. So that's going to be my guess, is that we just are not hitting our shrines. That's my assumption, at the very least. Playing Tapu Koko is kind of cool as well, because you don't have to promote the Umbreon just to go for the Retaliate. You have options. But I mean, come on. This is like the time where you use Retaliate attack, 100%. And I have seen this, actually, this combo, which is the Weavile Umbreon attack deck as well. Because Weavile has free retreat, so it kind of does the same thing as Tapu Koko in allowing Retaliate to happen. And the good thing about the Umbreon is that it's just attach energy to EV Evolve. So you can get your Umbreon. God, that was terrible. You can get your Umbreon KO'd and then attach energy, bang. And there we go. You got another Umbreon ready to use Retaliate. So that is something pretty dope about it, actually. But they're going to go for Strafe. I don't know what they're thinking. Something I really doubt they would do. Okay, they might actually go for Strafe, which seems a bit weird. No, okay, they're Retaliating. I was about to say, I was like, let's be real, you're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. But I think I know what they're doing. They just need a DCE and they can Shadow Bullet. And that could be a big bonus again for them. But we're going to Cynthia now. And see if we can find that other Pineco. Because we are just running out of Pokemon. Like, oh, there we go. Oh, see, yep, we played Shrine. We definitely played Shrine. I think that's true. I think that's the case. Oh my god. That's actually hilarious. Alright, let's KO this Umbreon, please. Victini. Is that enough damage? I don't think that's enough damage. But either way, the Retaliate is only going to do 30 damage. So let's not flip again. Yeah. I knew that wasn't a KO. It was 10 damage off, but I'm fine with that. That's okay. Regardless, we are getting some spread damage going. And having the potential to do 30 to every Pokemon in play for 1 energy is like really good. But then you're right, it's like high risk, high reward. Tapu Koko is better, not only because it has free retreat, but it's just more consistent. It's just like bang, guaranteed 20 damage across the board. Whereas this one's like, oh, you could do 30 across the board and even more to the active with Delmice. Or you do nothing. You know, one of those ones. Okay, so they are trying to trap the Delmice, which is kind of scary. Because I discarded my Guzmas. Although I have one at the very least left. So I don't mind. If I'm going to be honest. If I'm going to be perfectly honest. Okay, so Ultra Balling. What are they going to get? Weavile? I mean, now would be a good time to get Weavile because the amount of abilities I have in play, they're hitting like a raw 200 damage. Unless they're getting the spread damage Weavile, which would really kill me. Oh, they are. They're getting all of evil. Ah, no. They are KOing my Victini now. If they retreat, which I don't think they would, but they'll be KOing my Victini for certain. We are weak to Dark, so they are going to KO us, which is such a shame. And that means they've pretty much got game next turn. Yeah, I think they have game. That's such a shame. We got so close. But this is why I didn't really upload the Foresters video, because it's such a cool concept, but it just can't last. And it's too easily KO'd. So maybe Metal Frying Pan. Maybe Metal Frying Pan was the one. Maybe that was the way to play. Let's see what we pull here. So we get the Guzma, but I mean, it's like, what? To what avail? Is that what I want to say? Don't. Oh, you done it. You got to done it. Flip again. Please. Heads. Yeah, go for it. We lost anyway. Good game. GG. Let's say you have a good deck and well played. The Shrine came out way too late. And to be fair, like, we could have, you know, potentially got a win if we had a few, like, even like 1 or 2 more turns. Because if we hit the 3 heads, we would have KO'd that. That's 2 prize cards. I mean, if we had Delmise, we would have potentially, if the maths is right, including the choice band, we could have actually got a win if we had the Shrine out earlier. So, bit of a shame, unfortunately, that we did lose, but there was potential, which is cool. Anyway, let me show you this list then. If you really want to try it out, which personally I wouldn't recommend, but if it's something that you're just interested in, you know, testing on yourself, if you want to commit yourself to it, then I'll show you the list here. So this is the list. If you want to try it out for yourself, I mean, as I said, not a big fan of it. You could just reduce the energy count. The energy count is quite large. But I will also just put a deck list in the description of this video as well. So if you do want to check it out and just copy and paste it into PTCGO, then that's all there for you to get ready to go. But other than that, please do leave a like if you did enjoy. Let me know, do you want me to continue this series? Is that something you'd like me to do? If not, would you rather just me continue the whole bringing out a new deck every day of the week? But yeah, just let me know your thoughts. I would really like to know. But of course, do subscribe if you are new. And other than that, I will leave you to it. I hope you have a wonderful day, evening, or whatever it may be. Take peace. Take peace. Take care and peace. Thank you.